Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Bets.net Challenger Series. We are into our third quarterfinal of the quarterfinal stage. This match between AVANGAR and Fragsters is going to decide which one of these two teams will be heading as the third team to the overall Masters LAN event. My name is Switchblade J. I'll be taking you through all of the day's proceedings. And of course, it is all of the day's proceedings in this one series. It's a best of three between these two squads. Only one will make it into the top four. Only one is going to Kiev. Question is, who shall it be? We'll take a quick look at the bracket just to brief you on where we are at the moment. Last week we had Forza and Red Reserve taking out Sprout and QB Fire in two major upset situations that actually ended up them going towards the semi-finals and then making their place known at the LAN. Forza then took on Red Reserve in another best of three, which also went extremely well for them, and they went over to the finals, and they're going to face one of these four teams right here. Take a look very quickly as well at the vetoes incoming at the same time. We've got our maps up on screen. Inferno, Mirage, and Train as picked by Fragsters and AVANGAR as appropriate. The decider is Train here. Inferno is an interesting map for Fragsters because while it is one of their strong maps, it's still a pretty decent map for the likes of AVANGAR. Not definitely one of their default picks by any stretch of the imagination, but they've taken on some very good CIS teams and they've managed to come out on top overall. So for this first map, it's going to be a bit of a challenge for Fragsters, and I think there's a very big possibility that they'll end up losing to the AVANGAR side. So I feel like they need to take this map overall here. Fragsters, I think they're definitely a very, very good team. They're a Danish sort of mix of very good talents, of very young talents overall in the Danish scene. And obviously, we know exactly what the Danish scene can produce over the course of the history of Counter-Strike. So having them all in this sort of lineup, having them have their good shot out here, I'm definitely excited to see what they'll be able to do. But this map for me is a must-win for the Danes. The knife round is ready to go live. Actually, no, scratch this. I believe this is the pistol. Doesn't 100% confidently say, but this looks like a pistol buyout based off of what we're seeing coming in from the AVANGAR T side. They've got the utility set up for James. Kevlar out for most other players here for the AVANGAR T side. Jumping in towards this one, we've got Kevlar for the CTs. They have a pretty standardized line around here, but 3-2 split, as you can see. Dragonfly, Refresh, and Bubsky holding out towards the B bomb side. We've got Tobenid and Stav, ensuring that the default doesn't come through towards the apartments. Bomb eventually going to get rotated by and picked up by James. Kickout's the first man to strike. Finally trying to take a good pop shot against one of the CTs here. I think Bubsky was the man that received the damage. 91 HP, so not a major amount done to the CT player, but AVANGAR decide to rotate off the basis of that, try pushing towards the A-bomb site. Two players here to defend both out towards Pit, and shots on shots will ring through, but they're unable to lock out a defense. Eventually, Prism will go for him, but Demon's on a quick trade back for Stammen, and now the player, Tobenia, then is very, very low, but he still takes Demo with him. Actually buys a lot of time for his CT players to rotate, so one-man advantage here for the CT side, and the players are all here and ready. The bomb is yet to go down, but they may be able to sneak back away from them. They're going to go towards Arch side and pull the rug from underneath the feet of Fragsters. But at the very least, a bomb plant will come out of this round here for AVANGAR. Whether the retake will go well is another question entirely, and so far it won't be the correct start on the right foot right here. It's only down to James, 1 versus 3. One player tagged up very hard, but two others on very high amounts of HP. And a lot of work to be done here by these guys. They start to push up together. That's towards one side, of course. There is no defuse catches here. If James holds out for enough time, then there may be a chance he can defend, but not quite. Not in time, not today. He will fall. The pistol will be claimed by Fragsters, but it was a very, very good attempt from the likes of AVANGAR. 1-0 to the favor of the CT side. So AVANGAR, of course, not getting a whole lot in this round. It's a bit of a confusing by all things considered what AVANGAR have at the moment. You would expect to see them save, but in this case, they're not going to go for that. They're going to go for that very standard CIS buy with Kicker getting the Kevlar out and the AK with him as well. Demon City, the only other man to purchase a bit of Kevlar to back up his P250. Surprising lack of CZs from this force out from AVANGAR, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem. I don't imagine them being able to break out of this round entirely unless Kicker and Demisek do chime on with some very nice kills with their upgrades. A minute still left to go on the clock here for AVANGAR. They have once again taken positions up towards the A bomb site, looking to try and push on through. They've got 3 players to deal with, and of course we know how much hell Fragsters were able to raise with 2 just back towards pit. Once again, it's Stavin and Tomini then back there, but Dragonfly with 1 more M4 ready to contribute to the madness. Teams will take their time with this one. They're actually making their way in towards Archside as well. James could get caught off guard if he's not careful. Well, otherwise could get a flank against the Fragsters side. They are creeping up slowly to try and find this one. Refresh is ready for it. 20 seconds remaining. The bomb's also out towards the other side. Oh, the backstab's coming in good. And he doesn't even know what's coming up. Bubsky does take both players out, fortunately. Trades come back on the pistols. A 3 versus 3 ensues, but they've opened up the A bomb site. Little do they know of where the T side players are. Eventually, Stavin does deal with Christian on that second backstab. Turns things to a 2 versus 3, but Demon's got an M4. Buster's still got a Deagle to work with. They are, for the most part, armorless. And Demon will end up falling, so now they are entirely armorless with Buster. A 1 versus 3 for Miracle Round. This is not going to happen. It looks like this is going to be a second round for the Fragsters side. Let's see what Buster can do with this Deagle. They're sticking it. Doesn't peek, and when he does, Dragonfly shuts him down. Easy as 2-0 for the Fragsters side, but again, not the worst round in the world if you are an AVANGAR player. They are going to be considering the buy-up in this round as a result. The AK is coming out, the CZ for James. Decent amount of utility as well, so execution potential is all there for the T side. Lacking that 1 AK on James. But even then the CZ is in play, so anything can happen if he gets up close. The aggression that AVANGAR would like to bring to it, I think they may just be going for exactly that. They are in the early passive default here, just for the moment. Backs up towards apartments, backs up towards the midline. It's Stavin to pick off Demisek first as the most aggressive T-side player. His passing means that they do lose a bit of map control towards that upper apartments area, but eventually Crizen and Co do get some position, some angle here. Outside of that 1 position, that's about all they're going to find here. A minute still to go on the clock, and they've rotated 4 players from this CT side. Actually, if they can keep them here, then maybe this push coming in from Buster and Kicker could work extremely well here. 50 seconds remaining on the clock, and AVANGAR are just going to run this time down as low as they can get it. Try to open up a nice advantage, but 1 player can make all the difference. Check out Refresh, ready and waiting. M4 in hand. And a peek up. AVANGAR going to look for him. Kicker wins it out, though, and shuts him down. Dragonfly trying to catch off the 2 other T-side players, rotating an arch side, and Bubsky is sandwiched at this point here. Out towards Construction Church. Should be able to gain that much at the very least. Dragonfly will be able to finish off Crizen and look for the second man here. Jay, and the crossfire does work out for them, so back to the man advantage of Fragsters will go, but positional advantage for AVANGAR is still good, and they may not be expecting this aggressive position from Kicker. He's ready and waiting to take down Tomini, and indeed he does. Looks for Dragonfly as well. Small gap, spots him. Pushes him away for a couple of seconds, but Dragonfly takes him down. It's all going to be down to Buster. 7 HP. Triple kill clutch for him. Looks out for Dragonfly, but Stavin comes in the side. He takes him out, but no defuse kit. He's not got enough time. And AVANGAR do hold out for enough time to get themselves a first on their T-side board. M4's out. AK's in play. CZ also for Torbeni Den. Vice versa for AVANGAR. It's a pretty hard buy-in towards this round. Of course, they did win it, but they've had economical issues throughout the entire map. Actually, this round could potentially break it. Both economies are looking quite tender here. So I'm going towards the default once again, out towards the apartment. Second mid, and mid control gained by Kicker. Once again, that 3-2 split in favour for Fragsters, but this time it's towards the A side, and this time they've got a bit of arch side control as well. AVANGAR have been very centralised around exploiting that arch position split. So don't let them get that far if Torbeni can help it. Now 50 seconds do remain on the clock. AVANGAR deciding on the B-bomb site, it seems the smoke will go down. Counteracting from the CT side. A little bit preemptive, I guess it's probably just because he may have got the information on where Buster is, or may have had some footsteps, so they are expecting the T side to be here. Further backup will be on its way. Dragonfly with the M4. Boost Bubsky up to the flower pots, indeed they do. Smokes go down, Prison spotted and sprayed. Bubsky looking for his second, but he can't quite connect the full amount of damage on Buster. First frag goes to their favour. Good flick from Kicker, and Buster and James chime through with kills of their own. So eventually they break the lockout of the B-bomb site, and Fragsters are left in a 2-on-3 situation to the advantage of their T-side opponents. A retake in effect, but Stavin's got to stay alive. Torbeni and then will get traded back very quickly with that CZ. And Stavin is the lone man remaining. 1v2, Kicker shuts him down. A 3k for Kicker. The second round will be on the board there for the AVANGAR T-side. MAC-10's also be out for the T's as well. As you would expect at this point, not really much that Fragsters will have to work with, so it's going to be full eco. For the CT side, the MAC-10s will be out here to try and farm up some good cash. If AVANGAR lose it, it's not a major loss to investment. They would like to really win out as much as they can here, and if they can get some kills with these MAC-10s, then it would be enough. Molotov to force Bubsky out of position, and now the peaks come through, and yep, it's an easy affair for Kicker and Demasik. 3k and 2k as appropriate for them. The rifles will be out once again here. A bit more of a more defined buy from both sides. Still that MAC-10 in play for Jamie. Wants to get as much value from that weapon as he possibly can. So into it is Kicker and Buster. However, they will not be allowing much out once again from these boys. 5 versus 3, instantly into the map control, instantly in against the CT side. Maybe Stavin can catch one off guard out towards the apartments. That's Kicker. Oh, but the timing is so good for him. He's going to sneak around this lone man. Eventually get caught off guard. Stavin will catch the angle on him, but the B-bomb site is completely undefended, so bomb will go there, get planted. A minute to go for AVANGAR. Loads of time, and Fragsters will be the ones up against the time. No defuse kit either, so if they want to make this retake work, they've got to go now. And they don't look like they're going to be going for it at all. In fact, they're just going to save these M4s much more appropriately, as it seems. With the armor and utility also staying in play here for the CT side. Actually, no, they are going to form up towards B bomb site, so they're going to go down towards Banana. Buster's ready for it. 2 players back here. Actually 3 players in the back lines, including the one towards Dark. Dragonfly will get 1 trade. doing a little bit of damage to AVANGAR, but that's not what they wanted out of this round. They really wanted to take the victory in the first rifle, so this means that they don't have enough money for a full buy once again, so Eco coming out for them. A few PT50s from Refresh and Co, but 2 USPs out for Bubsky. Now 1 USP. Stamina also buys into a CZ with a little bit of Kevlar, so it is a quasi-buy. But enough to get max loss bonus out in the next one, so... Four smokes and 1 flash for the Fragsters squad. Stack out towards the B-bomb site, trying to receive any of the aggression that the T's want to throw at them. Admittedly, it's much more passive. And AVANGAR can't really exploit you. Usually when they push up towards that B-banana position, they can catch them off guard by baiting these CTs into that position, but instead it's just going to be utility damage and flashbangs to try and push them and scatter them from that upper banana spot. A minute still left to go on the clock at this point. AVANGAR just trying to make sure they don't get caught off guard by CZs, because that is entirely possible in the current meta. And the P250 is also pretty decent if you are skilled enough with it, but back into a much more standardized position, the defensive Fragsters will be actually. They're going to be ready to receive the A hit from AVANGAR. Good use of flashbangs, good use of utility. They've still got 2 players on the crossfire. Make it 3 actually, and a 4's going to rotate on through, but Kicker takes down 1. Stammer gets a quick trade right back. He's still alive and kicking. Eventually he gets himself another frag to a 2 versus 2. P250 and Bubsky's hand, he gets himself 2. And Buster is suddenly the last man left, and yes, the pistols have locked it out. This is what AVANGAR wanted to avoid, and it looks like they'll fall for the eco. Hook, line, and sinker. Just Buster left to make his way inside the site and gets shut down by Bubsky. 3 kills for him and 3 rounds for Fragsters. Dragonfly is out for this round. I think it's the first time the Fragsters have had it so far in this map. So let's see if he can do anything against James, who's also putting the AWP towards Banana. Dragonfly in his initial peek up was just flashed out of position, and of course standard utility rain from AVANGAR to gain this Banana control. But once again, just playing passive in the Banana position. Trying to get an opening pick over CT aggression rather than just rushing on through and getting themselves killed in positions that the CTs would be much better at defending. Have to bomb back towards stairs as well, so there is a little bit for AVANGAR to work with. They don't have to commit to a bomb site just yet. They are in this default pushing CT aggression back, but there is no aggression coming in from Fragsters outside of that early stint towards the beginning of the round. So bomb now on the back of Kicker, Crescent. They're going to lead the charge alongside Demon 6 splitting from Boiler. Buster still holding down the B-bomb site control. And if he can get a frag right here, if he can pull a rotation, then that's just going to buy extra room for AVANGAR to breathe with here on the A-bomb site. It's Bubsky, the first man to challenge, though, and also the first man to fall to the hands of Kicker. Counter Incendiaries come back, but Kicker's just going to run right behind them and pick off Tobeni. Then Dragonfly does pick up Buster towards the B-bomb site, but that doesn't say anything for the A defensive. As it crumbles to pieces, it will be a 2 versus 4. On the retake for Refresh and Dragonfly. They're not even going to bother with this one. They're just going to save their weapons. Start praying AVANGAR's hunt does not go well for them. Out towards Church and Epsilon. Good positions to try and hold off against the AVANGAR push. And all these positions could work out well for them. They're just going to be careful. This will be a 5th round on the board for AVANGAR, regardless of the exit frags that come through for T or CT side. Maintaining a nice lead. Maybe not for much longer. To find out. Nah, Christian can't get that frag, so. An expected start to this map. AVANGAR, I definitely believe, are the better team in this scenario, so. Oh, Christian, that's not a very good frag line either. Quicker's doing very good, however. 15 frags in 9 rounds. Pretty ridiculous stuff. I would like to see the rest of AVANGAR step up to that kind of a level, because then the T's will just be unbeatable. Fragsters will be just left broken. At the very least, they do start things off okay, taking out the first man. And once again, passive positions being held by Fragsters. Going to allow AVANGAR to creep right up to them. Look at this B main position at top of Banana. Buster and Kicker. Only suppressed by a smoke. As it clears, the peaks will come through. Bubsky's been spotted. Don't know about the man towards second. Actually, this could be an opportunity for Refresh if he's good enough, but actually Backup's on his way. And Buster will challenge. Refresh will take him down. Kristen trying to get the trade back. The flashbang's going to keep him blind, but he gets out towards Grill and finally trades him out, but the damage has been done. And as Bubsky rotates in from Church, it's all down to Kristen. A 1 versus 4 for the ace. Clutch gets 2 kills. One of which was blind. And has a bomb to his favor. 2 more to find on the Clutch. 30 seconds remaining. If he wants to commit to the A-bomb site, he needs to run all the way around. And Bubsky into Benny, then they've got to cotton onto this as well. This will be a retake. Might want to trade up for some AK-47s on this T side. But Krisen is well and truly in contention for this Clutch. This could be the first ace of the day here. AK will hold out towards Pitch, just waiting for them to come through. If they go towards short, he may be boned. He backs off, also trying to hold down coverage towards long as well. The bomb is planted for him. He's just waiting, looking and ready. He doesn't see them. Spots them now. Sprays, connects it on both, but is unable to get the full amount of damage on Bubsky, who just stays alive, just gets the defuse kit. And gets the 4th round for the Fragsters side. That could have very easily been a clutch, however. Like, very, very easily. Because of the amount of damage that AVANGAR did in that round as well. Of course, their economy's been boosted by that bomb plant. Meanwhile, Fragsters are still stuck on 2 UMPs. So AVANGAR keeping them modest in the early part of this round. In the early part of this map, I really should say. In the early part of this round, there's going to be a lot more map control gained by Fragsters. They're going to re-aggress Banana. Usually when they do this, they usually give up a pick, but they're trying to take a bit more of an aggressive stance so that they don't get down to that same sort of situation. For the most part, it will work. But outside of gaining no information, they don't get a whole lot else on the defensive. Refresh will hold back here and wait for them to push into him. They'll rotate his teammates, Bubsky and Dragonfly, back towards the A-bomb site to support the other UMP and AK. Sorry, M4. Actually, with the way that AVANGAR are playing, could still get interesting. To push towards the A-bomb side. They've got some presence. Again, it looks like Buster's trying to rotate in through Arch side and get that split together for AVANGAR, which they have made work successfully so far in this map. He's also hearing information. He's also hearing footsteps, so he may be able to catch off where the CTs are going towards. And yeah, he's going to try it for this split setup. Here we go. Out to Speedway. They're going to have to wait for him, and with this timer ticking down, the execution potential will have to come through. Instead, they're going to have to force their way through these 2 CTs. Demastic going to spray down 1 on the backstab and start to make the push in. Torbenia then taking out. Dragonfly challenging Buster. Does shut him down towards Arch, but now it's up to the CTs on the site itself. Refresh and Bubsky up against 3 here to get themselves, all 3 instead for Refresh. Lining up the heads and taking them all down. Not only are those easy kills, that is easy money for the lone CT player. Playing an aggressive angle you never usually expect to work, but it works for him entirely. Frags is going to even up the scoreline. M4s and AK for Bubsky, the AWP in the hands of Dragonfly. Stavin's going to take point on this defensive. Meanwhile, AVANGAR haven't got a lot to work with. They are going to once again put the AK on one of their players. It's Demasik this time. Back it up with a few P250s CZs. Still a minute to go on the clock for the T side, AVANGAR. Trying to gain some sort of control with this AK, and Demasik will force the issue. Bubsky is going to go falling. It's all down a refresh. AK in his hand, picked up from the last round. Gets the first and the second. Demasic's low, so he should be able to get a 3K, no trouble. Very nice defensive solo hold of the B-bomb site. The bomb's out there as well, so if he goes down, well, Chris will just be last man left standing here. We'll take refresh with him. Molotov will just keep him back, held back for enough time for the CTs to ensure this bomb doesn't go down for the T side. Chris is almost burning alive, so very little HP to work with. We'll take one head off, one more head off, making it an expensive round for Fragsters at least. And considering what AVANGAR had to work with, I don't think they can walk away hanging their heads from that round, so they're back in the game, get in with the force by the AKs are coming out here. Kick out will have to get a Galil. Look at those performance metrics from AVANGAR though. 2 frags for James versus many, many more for the Fragsters side. 3 players hitting double digits for Fragsters. Only 1 is on 15 frags for AVANGAR. And I think that is part of the problem right now for the T side, although they can't. They are doing, I think, better than Fragsters at the moment. They weren't able to keep their lead for long, and they have now lost their lead to Fragsters just due to one player really performing up for them at the moment. Buster will kick things off for this round. AVANGAR catching the first man in the aggression. Fighting fire with fire, and fire wins. Stavin also caught off guard towards the midline. It's Jane with the Mac 10 to finish the job on him. So Fragsters this time just walking straight into the AVANGAR default and paying the price for it as a result. 4 on 3. Dragonfly will make it a 3 on 3, trying to turn that AWP to the next man back towards mid. It's Bubsky to get the next frag on Buster. Tobeni then does end up falling back to a 2 versus 2, however, as AVANGAR once again keep the trades in play, and they keep the A bomb site in control, but they've got to get the frags instead, and unfortunately the bomb has been left back there. That's why Crimson now in a major disadvantage as his teammate falls to the AWP. 35 seconds left to play with. The CTs know exactly what to do. They're basically just going to hold back and hold the defensive. Get any information on where Crimson is, they react appropriately, and yeah, that jump is going to give it away. He's just going to pick up the bomb, start rushing in towards the site, start praying this works out, but yeah, not enough time. Bubsky's ready for it. Knife out, no chance. That's the 7th round on the board for Fragsters. The CT side is going well so far. These guys will be out for AVANGAR once again. A Tech 9 for Demasik. This is very interesting. Never ever seen the Tech 9 very much. Especially in conjunction with these CZs. Like, the CZs are just overtaken the meta entirely, but let's see what Dema can do with it. One and gun meta maybe back in play, but James got the CZ spray. He picks Stavin the 28 HP. All 5 players now stacking up in towards the mid default, in towards the apartments. Crimson and James starting to make the move in for the split. Here we go. Demasik, Tech 9 in hand. One chance to shine. Stavin out towards the apartment's balcony. AVANGAR make their way quickly around towards Archside, trying to suppress the rotation and pull a rotation as well. They keep one player back here. That's Buster with an eagle. Trying to put some shots down range, trying to keep them pulled back, but it won't keep Bubsky over on this A-bomb, so it's going to go back to support refresh. There's 2 rifles ready to lock down this crossfire. The bomb looks like it's going to commit. But no, AVANGAR once again pulling the double fake here. Eventually, Buster gets picked off with the AWP. They put 2 players back towards mid, and they got 2 to push into the B bomb site. Got kick out rotating. Smoke goes down. He's forced back, and AVANGAR now need to commit. They're just looking scrambled and all over the place here. Admittedly, it is a pistol eco. Regardless, they've got no real strategy. 20 seconds remaining. One out towards Archside. Finally, they set up the backstab. Split into the B bomb site. Bubsky is going to get forced away as a result, but 10 seconds remaining. They have to get on the bomb site now. The Tech 9's tapping away on Demon-Sick. He gets himself nothing as all 5 players stay alive for the Fragsters squad. Yeah, that round looked pretty damn terrible from AVANGAR. AK's M-Force coming out for the CT side. The AWP will be in play for James, the 4 AKs. And once again, there's BD for both sides, but it's actually going to be Fragsters that win out on damage alone. Buster and James are tagged up pretty heavily. As this time the tables have turned for the CT side, they find a way to find an advantage above the players making their way into the banana position. They've still got a pretty decent hold with this banana position as well. Just the Molotovs, the grenades burning away. Bubsky and Refresh got a nice crossfire set with that AWP that could also hunt them down. Losing quite a lot, they'll rotate back in towards more standard positions, try and play a much more standard default. A minute will remain on the clock. The bomb on the back of Jay making its way in with the AWP, and Dragonfly also with his orb. And towards short, starting to look for T-side presence. Going to see some smokes here, some flashbangs coming out, looking for James. He wins out the duel for it. Only the leg shot for the T-side AWP. As Fragsters finally open up this round, they take one player back towards A-site, and AVANGAR quick on their rotations. Once again, when they go hit the B site, they've still got one player holding this angle. Buster flushing some CTs out and now going to lead the charge, but it's been very good from Bubsky and Refresh on this defensive. Meanwhile, Demon-Sick also spotted out towards the A-bomb site, thins it out to a 3 versus 5. Dragonfly, Bubsky, Refresh going to get traded back. Bubsky still here towards Coffins, does get taken down. But the damage has been done to AVANGAR once again. 3 players falling, one's on 4 HP. It's essentially a 1 versus 3 for Kicker. Unless Kristen can do something nuts with this AK, get some serious headshots together. Smoked off, and now he's the last man left. As Kicker goes falling, Kristen just waiting to push out. Torbeni then spots him at the edge of the smoke. And that is the end of that. 9-5 to the favour of Fragsters. And again, AVANGAR look quite scattered. Even in this rifle round, they don't really know if they want to go to A or B. They play a default, hoping for information. They don't find a whole lot above Fragsters. As a result, doesn't look too fantastic here for them. Again, the performance metrics on the AVANGAR side are also looking still pretty trash. They've got 17 frags on their top fragger of Kicker. Everybody else is still yet to hit double digits versus Fragsters, who have 15 frags on Bubsky and Dragonfly, 12 on Stavin, and 11 on Refresh. Not the start that the Kazakhstani team were hoping to find. Prison will pick off Stavin to kick things off, however, for AVANGAR, so that's a nice start for the moment. Torbeni then will also fall as well to the 3 versus 5. Good pop shots coming in with the AWP, but it's not enough to get the trades. The bomb will go down. It will be retake set up for now. Fragsters all suppressed out towards long. They got T-side players breathing down on all sides. It's kick out to take Bubsky on the first. Refresh will get a trade right back 2 versus 4, but Dragonfly is getting snuck up from behind. Buster creeping his way into this library position. Won't actually find anything. Eventually does pick up the head of Dragonfly, and now Refresh is the lone man left alive. Prison will take him out. Bring a 6th round to AVANGAR. T-side isn't that bad, but again, look at those numbers. Definitely not amazing from AVANGAR. They're only getting 3 kills. Finally, some players have started to step up, particularly Demasic and Crizzen. Wow, 750 damage throughout the entire half. That's actually pretty tragic. This pistol round a lot needs to be recovered for the AVANGAR CT side, but already they were full victim to the first kill. Stavin peeking up into Apartment's control, and now he's the first man down. Crizzen out. Jane with the defuse kit still in play. The Kevlar players need to rotate. The bomb does need to go down. Major retake now up for AVANGAR. Benny then takes quicker out of the action. 5 versus 3 situation. T-side just holding strong here in the A-bomb site. Jane will peek out to Benny, then gets his second. Dinks coming through, and Demasic is the last man to Benny then with the triple kill. It's easy as for the T-side. 10-6 to the favor of Fragsters. CZ's also in play for AVANGAR. Deagles, 5-7 for Demasic, the USP here for Chain. A forced buy from the Kazakhstani team. Appropriately so, they need to force the issue back away from Fragsters. So this could be a very quick series, especially if these performance metrics do keep up. I was saying there's a chance that Fragsters could lose this map, but seeing what we're seeing right now, I can't agree with that statement anymore. Five versus 4 situation. Demasic is already down. The minute still remains for Fragsters. So AVANGAR suffering from a lot of the same sort of issues as Fragsters CT side, just giving them so much map control. Not really contesting, although admittedly they've got just pistols out for this round, so there's not really much they can use to contest with. Crizzen's got a good angle though. Could take down Stavin. Spots out the second man towards mid. He's got bomb information. Just 1 frag goes to the favour of the CZ player, but a 4 versus 4 ensues now for AVANGAR at this point in time. Execution out. Good flash from Kicker, but he can't do much more than that. He will get shut down by Dragonfly. 25 seconds remain for the T-side to push on through. Refresh, good flick on the Buster, takes him straight out the action. One more player close, that's James USP in his hand. Been a very quiet player in this game, and he will remain quiet for this second round of the half. It will be a bomb plant, it will be 11th round for Fragsters. AVANGAR don't want to try and take this retake. Indeed, they will not, it seems. Just verifying that no one will. Moving to the B-bomb site, you got a quick ninja. But alas, that is not going to happen here. AVANGAR get a UMP out of that round, and that's just not good enough. Think of another eco. Some upgraded pistols be reinvested into for this round. The utility as well, 5-7 for Demasec. AVANGAR still trying to pull some damage away from Fragsters, but again, doesn't quite go well. James gives up his life for the first frag, as does Chrism for the second. Now Kikut's next up to the chopping block for the third. Tobeni then challenging up against him. Ooh, actually low HP done by the utility, I think, of the CT side. Actually does put Stab in an awkward spot, and yeah, does get taken down by Demasec. One kill with the UMP to put a small economical boost for the AVANGAR CT side. Flashbangs over, smokes going out towards the main cross. Kicker back towards the coffin, shut down by the headshot. Buster has a quick trade, but he's traded right back out. And Demasec, the only man to get a frag for AVANGAR. Sorry, one of only two men to get the frag for AVANGAR. It's all alone to get 2 or 3 more. None more is what he'll be allowed here for refresh. With a simple affair. Spray him down, 12-6 will be in the board for Fragsters. And now AVANGAR have one more buyback. The double AWP setup, I'm seeing double on the CT board at the moment. Question is where they're going to be playing in towards to try and make this double AWP setup work. It's Kicker out towards the B bomb, start to take that early control, and James got the AWP towards A, down towards mid. I'm not confident with this pick. James has not been performing very well today at all. Guess it doesn't really matter because none of the AWPers are going to be seeing any T-side presence. The push is going to come through towards the apartments, and Demasec's got a blind sprayer, takes down one. Prism will fall, but Buster and Demasec holding down their angles. Tobeni then finally does deal with him towards short and open up the A bomb site for the most part. And James is here with this AWP, and he's been spotted out towards the library. He gets shut down by the M4. Now we're in a 2 versus 1. As Tobeni then takes both players down. Simple headshot sprays, and Buster is the last man remaining. What was a man advantage for AVANGAR is now a man advantage for Fragsters, and that's unfortunately the way the cookie will crumble. And unfortunately the way that the CTs will concede yet another round to Fragsters. This is starting to look pretty dire for AVANGAR, but Buster still got a chance. Headshot on the second as well. Okay, maybe not. I wrote that round off a little bit too early, but either way. Buster, a 7th round. Ooh, wait. No, he's got time. Just about got enough time with no defuse kit. But he saves the 7th round for AVANGAR. But now this is where things do get dangerous. Reset against AVANGAR will mean pretty much disaster for this CT side. This could probably spell the end for them if they're not careful. They have to make this round work. They cannot afford to concede to the hands of a reset. And already Buster will give up the first frag. That's not how he wanted to go out, man. Kikut will get a quick trade back. And the second, a refresh close on the smoke. Shuts him right back down and looks for another one back behind the main cross. Does cross successfully and put the bomb down for a plant. 3v3 retake, but Stavin's nowhere near this one. Refresh just planting on the edge of that one. That spray could have been dangerous, and Demasec is not going to be able to catch anything for it as a result. Now, all 3 T-side players here and ready to support this bomb. James desperately looking for a frag back in the backlines with the AWP. Dragonfly also looking in towards coffins, ensuring that no one's going to peek up from church. They're running out of time here, AVANGAR. Gonna go now. Shots on shots. They spot one man out towards Epsilon. The Molotov will burn him alive, and James takes down Dragonfly as a result. They're still running out. Demasec connects the spray on the second. Stavin's only got to hold pressure. Just going to make sure they can't get on the defuse, and they will spray him down. But have they got enough time for this one? James sticking it. Not quite today. That's a reset. And AVANGAR keep one player alive by 1 HP. Tactical pause from Fragsters. I'm surprised to send a tactical pause for AVANGAR. Let's be real here. They have had a very terrible game, considering the caliber of this team. They are a legend team to a certain extent. They are major challengers, if you will. I wasn't expecting that this would be an easy affair for them, but I was definitely expecting a much better performance so far. James still has 4 kills. James had 4 kills at the turn of the half. He is seriously lagging behind the rest of his teammates, who admittedly have stepped up, but Fragsters have been looking so much more better than them. And this does concern me for the state of the AVANGAR CT side. The CZ's coming out once again, the Eagle on Buster. The AK for Kicker. Seriously crucial round once again for AVANGAR to win. They can see this. They may be on force bias until they force the issue away from Fragsters or otherwise lose. One minute to go for AVANGAR at the moment here. Fragsters and make them feel the pressure. And the default out towards mid, some utility coming out to try and push them back towards other positions of the map, and there it is. It's just a simple affair right now. Jane will re-aggress back towards this long arch side position. But no, outside of not seeing anything, there will be nothing gained by AVANGAR for that effort. 30 seconds remaining, Fragsters low on the timer. Actually could end up conceding this one to the favour of AVANGAR if they're not careful. Actually, Molotov is well placed for it as well. Buster's got to get spotted towards Dog. I think Bubsky may have seen him, but the flashbang is unable to confirm it. So now the Eagle has to do some work. What can Buster do? Spotted back there, tapped up, trying to get shut down. Eventually, he takes refresh with him at the very least. But Stavin's got the cross locked. He takes down one more player to a 2-man advantage initially for Fragsters. That throw trader to come back from refresh. It's a 4 versus 3, regardless to the favour of the T side. They have a man advantage. And this is not a retake that AVANGAR want a chance. They want to save their armour and their AK. Because right now, this is looking less and less likely for them. From round number 14, goes to the Fragsters board. AVANGAR had a bit of a fight early on in this match, but right now, they are looking a little bit worse for wear against Fragsters' T side. They will go hunting because, you know, any CT kills at this point is just great for them. Once again, one more force buy out from AVANGAR. Fragsters are looking to try and shut them down. Small gap. Dragonfly couldn't quite catch him at the edge of the smoke, but Kicker will get away alive with a little bit of damage done to his favour. A bit of information gathered as well where Fragsters is playing right now. Actually does re-peek for a first kill on Bubsky and does get away unscathed for that exchange. It's a man advantage, an all-important man advantage gained for AVANGAR. .55 seconds still remaining on the clock here. The CT squad told Benny Aden leading the bomb right back towards the A bomb site. It looks like they've decided on a push. Decided it's going to be to the A bomb site. James, the first man of contact. Incendiary ready. Oh, sprayed down. Unfortunately, the Dragonfly can't quite take him out. And now Molotovs and flashes and smokes all will go out towards the A bomb site. Try and pull a rotation because they're going to go ahead and decide to commit towards the B bomb site instead. 20 seconds left though. They're going extremely slowly. They have to make the move now, and they've got a man holding back. That's Kick Up with the rifle. Smoke on the cross. There better be one, else he is ready to shut him down. He drops the bomb. 10 seconds remaining, and they've got to get stalled for as much time as possible. Refresh to take him down, but 7 seconds. He's got to pick up the bomb, and now he's all alone. 1 versus 2. AVANGAR could still steal a round away, but vice versa for Refresh. They could steal this game away if Refresh wins this clutch. 1 versus 2. Up against the odds, James, 19 HP is the most easy kill for Refresh right now as they slowly start to make their way in. CZ on 1, AK on the other. Refresh spotted, sprays him down. Can't hear the footsteps, although he peeks out towards Demasic and gets the 4K anyway. And Refresh pushes Fragsters onto map point in the first map of the series. And now, one last stand for AVANGAR. Rebought back 2 players from Fragsters are on 20 frags apiece. Refresh and Dragonfly have had a baller of a game. Meanwhile, AVANGAR, they still have James, who's still on 5 frags. This is very easily not been a very good AVANGAR game right now. I don't really know what else to add to it at this point in time. Just up to frags to see if they can try close this one out cleanly against the CT side. They've only got UMPs to work with AVANGAR. Frags have the AKs, the AWP, all the works. Bubsky's been tagged up to 9 HP initially, trying to get that early B control, but most of the presence is towards B, and Fragsters are just slowly pushing in towards the A bomb site where only 2 players. Refresh. First frag. James goes down. Kicker does get the trade back on Bubsky towards the B bomb site. Prisoner's the only man remaining. Dragonfly loses AWP, but Stavin trades in very quickly by taking out all the A presence. 3 versus 3. Again, the last chance stand here for AVANGAR. Kicker and Demasic are the last 2 remaining. Kicker does take Stavin down. He's been a great performer. Demasic swaps out to the AWP for some reason. May have been better to get one of those AKs in play. But he does lose his teammates. Now he's the last man remaining. The distraction, and now the last man. A 16-7 scoreline to the favour of Fragsters. A very dominant map 1 from them. And I was saying that they do need to take this map in order to have a chance in the series overall. And lo and behold, they will be able to do so. Mirage is the second map as picked by AVANGAR, and understandably so. That is one of their strongest maps in the pool. So we'll go to a break and we'll come back with the second map of the best of 3 series. It's Mirage after this one. So don't go anywhere. The Best Done at Challenger series will continue after this very short break.